No, sir. I've quit drinking.
You've seen the error of your ways.
No, I just can't afford it.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
Yes, sweetheart, I have a rare condition which requires me to drink one of those every 15 minutes, please.
Yeah, well, give me a fucking drink. Move it, you little prick.
I'm sorry, Bruce. These boys get that syrup in them. They get a little antsy in their pantsy. You just can't keep them under control.
No, sir. I've quit drinking.
You've seen the error of your ways.
No, I just can't afford it.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
Yes, sweetheart, I have a rare condition which requires me to drink one of those every 15 minutes, please.
Yeah, well, give me a fucking drink. Move it, you little prick.
I'm sorry, Bruce. These boys get that syrup in them. They get a little antsy in their pantsy. You just can't keep them under control.
Cheers, and welcome back to Reels, Booze, and Bros, a.k.a. RB2. I'm your host, Jay. Got my co-host here, Brian, Reel Bro Fan Kev, and it's been quite some time, bros and fans. You, our listener, thank you for joining us, and thank you for waiting. It's been, it's summer. What can I say? It's tough to get us around. We're going on vacation, doing our stuff, keeping it real, drinking some booze, sitting by the pool, the beach, on the concrete pavement, as some people do, or I don't know. What's that the kids do lately?
Sitting on the stoop.
Sitting on the stoop. I don't know. So
They don't. I don't think they do that anymore.
no, they did actually. No, they don't. Probably just sit inside playing some Fortnite, which is not bad. I'd play it. I would. Go with it. Let's go. A little Call of Duty. Fuck them up. That's right. Let's do this. All right. Anyway, I digress, gentlemen. How's it going? What's new? Let's talk. Let's converse. Let's be women for a moment. There are women who listen to this. Thank you. We appreciate it. We know you.
We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Whole bunch of stuff. Lost a job, got a job,
Lost a wife, got a wife.
Yeah. Went down to Myrtle Beach. Thought I'm going to lose my car.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's great.
It was a lot of ups and downs going on.
Look at that.
But we're all back in one piece, luckily, thank God.
Yeah. And Kevin just had a hangnail.
Actually got shot 6 times yesterday.
Yeah, you look great.
Apparently, nobody wants to talk about that.
Drive by at the park.
I know. Drive by
At the splash pad.
the splash pad.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Who doesn't work?
These guys are hitting him with water guns left and right.
Yeah. That one had bleach.
I will tell you though, being down in Myrtle Beach, it was absolutely gorgeous. But I was like, God damn, I haven't drank like that in quite some time.
Since the month ago.
Since
We've done our last podcast.
No, well, I mean, it was a heavy drinking day every day.
Well, we were with our old friend Roger that was there, and he's a good man that knows how to drink.
Oh yeah, that he does.
So,
Yeah, he was as fast as I was drinking beers. He was drinking his vodka and his Arnold Palmer, his version of Arnold Palmer. So it was heavy-handed to say the least.
speaking of that, I actually I went to a golf outing, and I love what did I have? The Twisted Teas. I never had them before in my entire life.
Like regular Twisted Tea?
Yeah, like a regular Twisted Tea. That little alcohol and things. Fucking fantastic.
Tastes like iced tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. I had like 13 of those.
Yeah. It's the only thing is with that, it's just for me, it's a little sweet.
It was so
The next
good.
day, you gotta.
The sugar was after I was on the outing, the sugar it hurt.
Yeah.
It like. I felt
See, like golf
an ice
outings.
pick.
Golf outings are great because it's like, man, you're gonna get fucked up at a golf outing. It's like no one really cares about the score. Like even though everyone's lying about it,
They're
like,
fucking cheating bastards.
you go to a golf outing, everyone sucks, but all of a sudden everyone's shooting fucking 25 under par. You're like, what's the course record? It's 60. How do you have a 47?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Complete bullshit.
You had 6 hole-in-ones. Jesus. But yeah, like every hole, you get new beers, everything. And then like every golf outing that I've ever been to, it's like every other hole or every 3 holes, there's like a new stand that's set up that has mixed drinks or fucking shots. And you're like, Jesus Christ, man.
What fucking golf
thank
outing
God
are you going to? I'm going to some shit golf outs.
That's the one when I go with Rob.
Oh, I gotta go to that
Yeah,
one.
fucking get hammered.
That's nice. Yeah, the one I went to, it was so the previous 2 I went. The last one I went to, the most recent one was when I had the Twisted Teas at. The cart guy I was with, the guy was driving. He was driving. I said I'm not allowed to drive carts. So I got in trouble in the military. So I kind of got banned from carts. So we got kicked off a lot of courses. Anyway, so I told him you have to drive. I don't drive anymore because it's very too tempting to break these carts. So we kept getting Twisted Teas, him and I would like finish mine so quick, and I would take his third one. So I'm like, just going fucking down in these things. I'm like, these things are awesome. I'm like, yeah, I
don't feel nothing.
I know, and I'm just like, oh, they're actually catching up on me. But I did start drinking because it didn't start till the afternoon, and come 10:30 in the morning, I get there. I was like, because the wife over here wanted me to do some stuff. I was like, I have to go. The golf outing starts now. And I get there at 10:30. I'm like, oh, no, shit, no one's here. So I see somebody I recognize. I go, hey, let's go to the bar. And we started drinking at 11. The golf outing started at like almost like 1.
Yeah.
We started a little bit later. I was like, I'm fucking hammered already. It was just awesome. I tried, it's called a vasectomy. The drink. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to get that.
So, I got one of those too. So it's fantastic. Just nutting everywhere. You don't have to worry about kids. But the drink's called the vasectomy. It's actually with Ryan Reynolds is
The vodka?
the gin.
Oh, no, gin. Yeah.
Aviator gin. I'm not a big gin guy.
Yeah.
But the drinks, it's a very summery drink. Actually, it was
Interesting.
Yeah, my buddy sent it to me.
Gin's not a summer drink.
No, but I know it's not.
Yeah.
But the mixture with it, like
That was at the course?
cranberry. No,
Or
no,
somebody
no.
special was making
No, so my buddy Joe, the guy I went to the con with recently, he sent me this. He goes, "Try this next time you go." He goes, you found the recipe on LinkedIn. I'm like, that's cool. And literally, he sent me the LinkedIn post. And so as I go to the bartender, huge fake knockers. And I go, hey, fake knocker girl, can you make this drink? No, I didn't say that. That's very rude. I go,
can you please make this drink?
Yes.
Knocker
Yeah.
girl is what you said.
So she gets on her spectacles because she's an older lady. And she's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. She's like, all right. So she goes and she's like, I never heard of it before I try it. Because I saw Aviator Gin, and it wasn't too bad. I'm not a big gin guy. It tastes a little too much dryness. That's
Yeah, for sure.
So if we add a little more cranberry-ish, and
Gin's
and
an
stuff.
acquired taste.
Yeah.
for sure.
So, but very summery. So I like it.
Interesting.
So
I used to another big mixed drink on the golf courses are the transfusions. It's always
okay.
it's nice.
I don't know what that is. Elaborate, please.
I'm trying to remember exactly what's in it. I think it's a vodka based drink, but it's pretty smooth. I know actually Battleground has it. I've had them there.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, actually, when I went to the Battleground one, we had Kelsey Grammer had his. He was there and he was promoting.
Was he really?
No, he wasn't there actually at the one.
Oh.
It was before I was there. Like he still had left over. He was promoting his IPA from his brewing company.
Beast, you suck.
And and I actually had those. I put them on the Untapped app. They're actually one of them was really good. One of them sucked ass. I can't remember. Whatever. I have to go back at it, and it'll show like the one I get like a 4-star to it. The other one was like a 2.
Yeah.
Garbage. Garbage.
Yeah.
So-
Transfusion is like purple. I feel like, but it's good.
Drink scissor.
Purple
It's like purple drink, get the purple drink. But yeah, no, it's good though.
Okay.
It's just it's a nice easy drink on a golf course.
All right. All right. So all right. All right. So we went off on a tangent. So we caught up on this, Kevin. It's amazing all the stuff you
And
just did.
all stuff that could tie into the movie that we're doing because you could all get a hang.
I thought we would talk more about me getting shot, but I guess not.
You seem to be fine.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It went right
I'm
through.
hit.
It's fine.
All right, listen, chicken fucker. Just calm down, all right? So, obviously, our last podcast was quite some time ago. It was Super Troopers. Fantastic movie. I realized I should have been a state trooper as opposed to, and all the fun that they have. But they became regular cops. So, I don't know. They got disbanded. But they seem to have a lot of fun as a state trooper. So maybe that should have been the career I should have went into what I'm doing right now. whatever. So Super Troopers, I hope you enjoyed that podcast. If you haven't, go listen to it and let us know what you think. And before we move on to our podcast that's now, we have buttons we're supposed to press. I'm trying to remember which one.
Uh-oh.
Everything's so much more louder. Actually, that doesn't make sense. The more louder. The ER represents the more part, correct?
Yeah, you don't need the
Yeah.
there at all.
Yeah, so everything's louder this time. Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome.
You're getting older.
Professor Six Shot. Professor Six Shot.
Yeah.
As in bullets and alcohol. Ouch. Yeah, so beer. Kev, you brought this, so you can talk right now. 'Cause Brian and I have been very loud lately, and you've been just talking too much, but I want you to keep going.
I don't got anything good to say. Anyway, so I did pick up the beer, though, and I couldn't find anything related to the movie that we're doing, which you haven't mentioned yet, so I won't say it either. So I just found a beer called the Prestige, and it's
There's
an IPA.
two S's.
Yeah. That's how they get you. Those goddamn added charges in the middle of it.
Yeah,
But anyway,
that's exactly. It's $1.
it's a grapefruit IPA, and
That's what I'm fucking tasting.
I mean, it says it right on the can, Jay. You could have read this at any point.
I don't know how to.
Anyway, I'm enjoying it. It's
More better.
It's a much more better tasting beer. But no, it's definitely. It says it's 6.4, which is kind of lowish for an IPA.
Yeah.
But it's good. I don't really think I'm not getting like that kind of like bitterness for a lot of IPAs either. It's pretty smooth, I think.
Well, it's a hazy, so yeah, it's a little different. But when I first tasted the drink, I was like, ooh, and I was like, maybe just because I haven't had like an IPA in a couple weeks or so. It's just I've just been drinking so much fucking Miller Lite, so it just took me by storm a little bit. I was like, oh, all right, but yeah, it's actually not bad. I kind of like it. You do get the grapefruit taste in there. But I'm trying to read. It says
it's very much a summer IPA.
I want you to know, I'm getting heartburn already.
Really?
Which I wouldn't expect it from this. I think it's just too much grapefruit.
Really?
That's giving it to me. I feel it. It's not as bad.
You're
as
just not good with citrus, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know the other two are going to be any better for you.
I think those twisted teas just ruined your esophagus, probably.
Probably.
That and the diabetes.
I probably should get checked for that.
Yeah, we have Orange Crush, which is like another IPA.
And I know the orange creamsicle one that I brought is very sweet.
Yeah, that's a sour though.
It's gonna be a rough night. Let's do it.
I didn't mention. So this is I didn't even mention it's Medusa Brewing in Massachusetts. So that's where this one's from. Pretty good. At least I think it's pretty good.
No, I like it. I'm not saying it's good. I gave it like
I said,
3.7 on the Untapped app.
After the first sip, I think it was just I wasn't used to drinking IPAs for a little bit, so I was just like, all right, not too bad.
It's just the citrusy. All right, so moving on. Besides the acid reflux, so the movie, the reel we're doing for tonight is The Hangover, which there aren't words to describe the awesomeness of this movie. Am I right?
Yeah.
This is like we'll go a little bit more into it.
It's also like one of the biggest comedies from 2000 to now, if not the biggest comedy.
Could be. All right, we won't get into it in a moment. Let's do a little on the background of the movie. So The Hangover is a 2009 American comedy film directed by Todd Phillips, co-produced by Daniel Goldberg, written by John Lucas and Scott Moore. It is the first installment of the Hangover trilogy. Okay. So the film stars Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, Zach Galifianakis, Heather Graham, Justin Bartha, Ken Jeong, and Jeffrey Tambor. Tells the story of Phil Wennick, Cooper, Stu Price, Helms, Alari Garner, Galifianakis, and Doug Billings Bartha, who traveled to Las Vegas for a bachelor party to celebrate Doug's impending marriage. All right. So, however, Phil, Stu, and Alan wake up with Doug missing and no memory of the previous night's events, and must find the groom before the wedding can take place. See, Lucas and Moore wrote the script after executive producer Chris Bender's friend had disappeared and had a large bill after being sent to a strip club. That sounds like familiar. Or our friend getting his chain stolen. Or having two friends competing at the ATM machine who's going to spend more on whichever hoe. I also had a friend who went down and licked one's butthole. We could write our own movies on some of these, just combine them all together. So
Well, I'm going scuba diving. Hold my glasses.
use my strong hand. All right. Phillips and Jeremy Gallic rewrote the script to include a tiger as well as a subplot involving a baby and a police cruiser, and also including boxer Mike Tyson. Filming took place in Nevada for 15 days, and during filming, the three main actors, Cooper, Helms, Galifianakis, formed a real friendship. That's very nice. That's cute. Hangover was released on June 5th, 2009. It was a critical and commercial success. Hell yeah, it was. The film became the 10th highest grossing film of 2009 with a worldwide gross of over $467 million. The film won the Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture, Musical Comedy, and received multiple other accolades. It became the highest grossing R-rated comedy ever in the United States, surpassing a record previously held by...
Old School?
No.
Damn it.
R-rated comedy?
Yeah, for almost 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah, it's going back to the 80s now. It was 2009.
Coming to America?
Close. Same actor. Dun 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 dun.
Beverly Hills Cop?
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I guess it is a comedy. I think of that more of an action movie, though.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, I would go just a tad bit more than comedy, but okay, all right. That's hey, listen, I'm just here doing a podcast in a room filled with little girls' toys. I don't know anything about fucking these. They say it's a comedy. I think it's an action.
Well, definitely action comedy. It does have comedy in it, but
So whatever. Anyway, let's go on. Rotten Tomatoes, 79% tomato meter, 84% audience score. IMDb, 7.7 out of 10. Metacritic, Metascore is 73 out of 100. User score is 7.8 out of 10. All right. That's what we got for the ratings. Our ratings are the ones that matter in this, right? Because it's our fucking podcast, gentlemen. Brian.
I would give this a strong 9. This movie was hysterical. It still is to this day because I feel it's very relatable. Obviously we have a podcast and we're drinking, so we have many nights of this out somewhere and about, whether it be Rutgers, home base over here, Atlantic City, strip clubs, anything like that. We've been out and about.
Other bachelor parties.
Yeah.
Things like that.
So
going to what is it? What are those things called? Craft brew things like that. Remember we did tastings? We got those like
the beer tastings.
Yeah, beer tasting.
Yeah.
Remember one time we went up like north somewhere and someone what's his face fell on ice?
Oh yeah, Punta. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh no, not Punta.
No, that was Jamie that fell on ice. Fucking ate it and Punta saw it.
Yeah. Didn't want to help him.
No, fucking left him there.
Yeah, that was around my birthday. We did that up in like Morristown.
Yeah, something. I don't know.
And
we
got all messed up there,
Fucking
drinking left and right.
Yeah, I'll tell you, here's something. I got so fucked up in there. I farted so bad. It's like, oh my guys, watch this. I cleared like close to 10, 15 tables. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I was so proud of myself at that point. Anyway.
But yeah, no, like I said, this movie's great. It's still got a lot of relatable stuff in there. It's got some really funny quotes, some stuff that you probably can't say now, 15 years later. But hey, whatever. It obviously launched some really big careers with fucking Bradley Cooper being the A-lister that he is now. Could put him up there as one of the top 5 actors that we have right now. You would never guess that coming from this movie, but Todd Phillips has not only switched genres and he making a second Joker movie, but did he win an award? Did he win Best Director for Joker, or he was at least nominated?
He was nominated.
Yeah. I don't think his name was.
But either way, I mean, like
Carlos not at the table.
But yeah, like some of the stuff that happened here, Chow, all that sort of stuff, it's just really good. And I know we saw it, one of the first nights that it came out, and we were just fucking hysterically laughing. I think I saw it like 2 or 3 times that summer. So it was, it was just a monster. And it's still, like I said, one of the best comedies from 2000 to now, probably top 5 comedies. I don't think it may be in my top 5 comedies of all time. It's right there, but definitely from 2000 to now, top 5 comedies. And that's all I got.
Kev, your thoughts?
I was actually surprised the audience score was only, I think you said 84%. I would have thought, I can understand the tomato meter being relatively low because it's a comedy, but I figured the audience score would be a little bit higher. It's another one where there's no real lulls in the movie as far as it not being hilarious from start to finish. The first scene with, Zach Galifianakis having his mom's legs all the way to the end, which I still think the end gimmick of showing all the photos from the night
Yes.
is a great ending too. So I just think it's hilarious from start to finish. I would say it's at least a 9 also. Maybe I'll just go 9.1 to be different. I know Jay's going to say 12 or something out of 10. His meter doesn't make any sense. But no, it's funny. And I hadn't seen this. I was telling you the other day, I haven't seen this in a long time. And like rewatching it after not having seen it for years, it's still funny from start to finish. I'm still literally laughing out loud just watching it on my couch yesterday. So, but no, I don't know how high it rates as far as like all-time comedies for me. It's still great though. I love it. So.
11.7, Kevin. All right.
Well, we know your numbers are bullshit. Anyway, so.
It's not bullshit. You're in my house.
I think 11.7 is probably like whatever your throat reads on the acid base scale. Now, probably.
It's more like...
I have no idea how those numbers work.
I don't.
I don't teach science.
This is my house. You see this pink polka dot fucking thing over here? You know you stepped in my territory.
It's my world.
That's right. You're in my world. So what's going on? Yeah, so this movie launched Bradley Cooper's career from where he is. That's going on. Because after they're like... I remember like... Where they were talking about this and
Well, he was the dick in fucking Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, this guy's gonna be the star of the movie.
Yeah,
and then
because you kind of forgot about him because he didn't have that big role in Wedding Crashers.
And
then
this is
you're
4 years later.
Yeah, and then you show him
Really
up.
do
It's like
much.
okay, it's like Bradley Cooper. I guess if you were a big Alias fan, he was huge in there, like in TV. Like I never really watched that show, Jennifer Garner. But it's just that's it. So it's like.
this, and then he's making all these other movies. Like obviously, there's 3 movies of this. He did the
Yeah.
A-Team. He's in Guardians.
Well, yeah, that was. But this was like after 18.
I know,
after
but
this
I know. I'm
stuff going
saying
on.
He
this.
did the other,
you know,
Yeah.
what's his name? David Russell. So Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah.
And
That's
what was the
yeah.
other one with Amy Adams? Shit. What was it called?
Oh, he did
Oh yeah, he had this very serious one.
American.
American Hustle.
Yeah,
American Hustle.
with Christian Bale.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
That movie was way longer than it should have been. God damn it.
It was, yeah, it definitely ran long. It was good, but yeah, I lost it just after a while.
You should have could have cut like 20.
But Jennifer
20,
Lawrence was still
30
hot in it,
minutes
though,
out of
so.
Jennifer Lawrence is hot and everything.
But yeah, but this is like I remember women were calling radio stations like, "Oh my God, Bradley Cooper just so hot." As like the movie goes on, he's getting dirtier and dirtier. So I'm like, "Hey, he's a good-looking dude. Yeah, it's going on. Yeah, why not?" So good for him.
This is also big. Just to jump in real quick.
Yeah, of course.
Whenever you think about or at least when I think about their first big roles, this had to have been one of Zach Galifianakis' first real things he was in, right?
Yes.
It had to have been a breakout
of course, yeah,
for him too.
Of course, I said it launched all of their careers. That's going on. The main
Zach Galifianakis was in stuff, but he was never
He was
a star.
not a
he
big-
was
not
never-
even as big of a role as this.
Yeah, and
there's another movie
and never
a
this funny.
snowboarding movie that he was in, and he's
Oh
funny.
my God, yes, that was great.
But
that was like
it's Out
years-
Cold.
Years
It's
ago.
called Out Cold, and
And-
it came out probably early 2000s.
And he was the brother in this, and he was just as
Yeah.
dumb as there, but he was just more of us. Didn't talk as much as many lines
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
And this guy, what's his face? Stu, whatever the
Yeah,
the
Ed
character
Helms.
Stu. Yeah, Ed Helms. I'm sorry. The Office the things going on. So he was kind of big there, but more of this. So
Yeah.
but the reason why I think this is such a good and did so well, it's original. No one was thinking of this. Let's do a trip to Vegas and make it hysterical. This is great.
But it's also one of those things that it's not only is it hysterical and people could relate, it's just very relatable because we've all been there at some point where it's like, holy shit, what the fuck happened last night? When they first wake up the next morning,
Yeah.
if we want to get into scenes, I have that, but when they first wake up, that is one of the most realistic things. You're like,
The fuck happened?
Yeah. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah.
We'll do a segue into favorite scenes.
Everyone here has woke up on the floor somewhere.
Yeah, and you're just
like, oh, what the fuck happened? Why can't I breathe properly?
How am I here? Where am I? You don't know exactly what the fuck's going on, and that double vision sort of thing going on, and you're just like, fuck me.
It's always great trying to figure out what's going on, and someone tells you, "Did you remember doing this?" You're like, "No, and they're retelling you,
Yeah.
this is what you did last night." Do you remember bringing our friend Nick, who used to be on the podcast, through a window and dropping him on his face No. Do you remember putting your knee on the back of his neck and laughing hysterical? No. I don't remember any of that. Okay.
He doesn't remember that either, but it's okay.
Here's your fucking hat. Your vomit hat. I say. Got it. Okay. Just stuff like that. So it's great. All right. So great segue. Favorite scenes. Let's go with it. Kev, let's go. Before Brian steals everything.
I got a bunch, so whatever.
Whatever. And I'll just start with the first couple. It's like 3 scenes in a row where you're just meeting all the different characters again. So first you get the actual groom and
Alan
in the tuxedo shop. He's got his mom's legs. And then the dad cool as shit. He's probably on a. Well, that's the previous scene.
Yeah.
Right now, but he's still there for the tux fitting also too. So, but I like that. Just meeting them, seeing. It's Rich is his character. Yeah, no, Phil is Bradley Cooper's character coming out of the school. It's like, oh, get me away from these goddamn nerds.
And the fact that he's stealing the money.
Kids' money.
To go gambling.
$90 for the observatory. Come on, why pay now?
Give me $20 right now, and we'll call it even.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out from there. Fine.
Why pay later when you can pay now? You're good. I got you. Don't worry.
And then you meet Stu and his bitch of a girlfriend. Also.
Oh God, what a fucking.
Which is still great. Best you gotta go. Guess you better go, Dr. Faggot. So.
Yeah.
Using the Rogaine. Check.
I can tell when you're not using it. Your hair gets thin.
Yeah. I don't want to wait like it was Phoenix the last time where you didn't call me. I was the keynote speaker and I was 2 hours late. Yeah, but still.
That bitch.
Yeah.
So from there, I went right into the car ride to Vegas. Driving in, stopping at the one convenience store. I'll fight an old man in public.
You better walk on. He's okay, right? He's like a gremlin. He's got rules and everything.
He's got rules and shit. So then I did have the next morning, the waking up scene, assessing the situation. We're missing a tooth. There's a tiger in the bathroom. We don't know where the guy is. Alan's just walking around with his dick out, basically. So I told you to put some pants on.
I feel weird that I had to ask twice, bro. Who could find pants at a time like this?
God.
Moving into when they go outside, it's playing right now. When they first realized they stole a cop car the night before, driving out, and then getting to the wedding chapel also. So everything about piecing together whatever the fuck it was happened last night is great. But this is what I didn't do a lot of them sitting out at the bar before, although it does have baby Carlos jacking off the table also.
But that's also just sorry to cut you off, but real quick to that part is another perfect example of you're trying to put it back together. You're all sitting there.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, you never say check your pockets, but it's always like, oh, somehow you do check your pockets. And then the worst is when you go out, you have cash, you look in your wallet, cash is all gone.
But then you find the receipt.
And you find
a receipt.
$200 fucking dollars.
One or two receipts. You're like, motherfucker. God damn it.
I was Mr. Generous last night.
Shots on me. Right? Fuck. We've all done that.
That was somebody I know a couple of weeks ago when we were out who woke up. He's like, I tipped $150 on a $100 bill. I was like, yeah, I fucking told you it was a bad idea. And we all know who I'm talking about, probably also. But
Slap
whatever.
the fucking pants. Yeah.
So you sure you want to put that tip down there? It's fine. It's fine. They'll like the tip.
They'll like it.
Right. Anyway.
Schmuck.
So from there, I do have the the whole scene with Heather Graham at the hotel, but it's probably just because she's hot anyway. So, but still funny. And then seeing, God, I can't get into it. Stu, right? Yeah, Stu.
Yeah.
Just piecing the whole thing together about how they got married and everything like that. And my wife, who's going to be his girlfriend is going to be his wife, is going to kill him. Blah blah. Anyway, from there I move right. I just have 2 more that I'll do. So I'll do the entire police station scene. The stun gun's phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Not you, fat Jesus.
Get back. Get up here, handsome. Not you, fat Jesus. Step back.
Who wants to see a guitar?
I love the best
Rob Riggle with a great little cameo there also.
The best part is the stare down with the kid in the beginning. You're like, why is this kid staring him down? And when he takes a picture, and then they just look at each other, and then they fucking come back at it.
All right,
you get up here, big man.
Who's next? All right, you big man. Some of these big guys take 2 shots.
Right in the nuts. Gosh.
But then I'll just skip right to the end of the movie. I still the whole conceit of having them discover the footage, the camera at the very end, and that's showing you literally how everything was pieced together through the night. So that's the only way you learn out that Stu literally just ripped his own goddamn tooth out of his mouth.
Yes.
Well, she does tell him that too.
Yeah. She's like,
Oh,
She tells
that's
him,
right. Like you bet like $100 you couldn't.
She's like,
do it
you did pull your own tooth out. He's like, I did.
I did. Yeah. And you won that $100.
He's like, oh.
You can't trust her. She's a
That's
whore.
right.
She could have made that.
She's
up.
my wife.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry your whore wife said that.
Shit, I would have kept her anyway. Fuck that.
But no, so I just like the way that they showed all the different pictures.
Oh,
from
yeah,
start to
yeah,
finish.
yeah.
So just nice little bonus at the end there. But yeah, that's what I have mostly for the scenes. I know there's other stuff I skipped over, but Brian's got to have some ammo.
Yeah.
Other stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
I'll just get while Brian's going, I'll get the next round going.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
good thing about this movie is they got so many like quick little scenes that you could just keep adding stuff in there. But I was like, it's almost like the whole movie. So that's like one good thing about it. But I'll just do a couple that I have everything that he had so far, and then I'll just do the checking into the hotel. Is this did the real Caesar stay here?
Yeah.
Is this yeah? Was this his place? No, I didn't think so. But just that whole thing, and then them like walking into the actual like hotel itself, you're just like, God damn, that's fucking awesome. Like having that sort of room, like fuck, I would love to have a fucking villa like that. But anyway, that's big baller shit.
Yeah.
Which I'll lead right into the next scene for me is right with the elevator / pregame, basically. So if you want to just take that like just the whole hotel scene right before they go out, like from the check-in to the speech, like so like that elevator scene with him, and he's just like, "You're not really going out like that, are you?"
Yeah.
Like, wearing a satchel?
The satchel. Yeah.
No, he's like, what does he say? It's a purse. He's like, it's not a purse. It's a
It's a satchel, yeah. He's like, Indiana Jones wearing one.
There's Skittles in there.
Yeah.
It's funny because he's fat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's later. But then it was like you.
No, I know.
it's-
I'm just saying, yeah.
It's funny then Todd Phillips makes a cameo in the elevator. Like, he's like, we're going up. He's like, great. They go outside and they have to, like, go up on the roof and all that stuff. And then just out of nowhere, they're like, Alan hijacks the speeches. Just like, there was one wolf, that was me. And then there was another one, that was you. So it made, my wolf pack grew by 1 to make it 2. And they're just all looking at each other like, what the fuck?
The fuck is this
He's
wolf
like,
pack bull?
He's like, then could it be 2 more? He's like, we're 4 of us wolves in the desert looking for strippers and cocaine. and then, like, as if that wasn't funny enough, it's a fucking guy cuts his fucking finger.
Yeah, like a blood pack.
It's a blood oath.
Yeah.
And you're like, get over here. Stop that, crazy.
Just fucking drink this. That's all.
Yeah. Which also, like, we're all, like, in that same age bracket as these guys, kind of. Like, they're a little bit older than us, but, Jägermeister was a big drink of ours in college, so it was like, yeah.
We were joking about picking up a bottle for the podcast today.
Should we have done Jaeger bombs before you?
Oh, that'd be a rough night.
Yeah. All right, so all that. Then I have a meeting of Chow for the first time when they get the car back.
Fucking love Chow.
So,
Motherfucker.
yeah, but meeting him the first time, they're like, Doug's in the trunk. And then this guy pops out, beats the living shit out of him. He's all naked and stuff like that.
crotch first into his face, too.
Yeah. Alan, I love Godzilla too. I'm sorry. I hate Godzilla too. Yeah, so then he just runs off. You're like, what the fuck was that all about? Then later on, you get the whole second meeting of Chow and everything in the meeting in the desert is like, so long, gay boys.
Oh, my God.
Motherfucker. So there's that. Like, I love when they're in the desert to be like, flash your lights so they know it's on.
Yeah. What is like flash your light? What do you mean flash your light?
and everybody gets out. It's
It gets out. It's like, oh, okay. I guess that shit does.
let them know it's on. There's that.
I
And
didn't
then
think it rings out the Holocaust.
yeah. I love that. And then the other one I have is the gambling to get Doug back. And basically he's Rain Man. And
Oh my God, yes.
he just walks down, he just
Yeah, in the exact same pose and everything that's going on.
You can't count cards. You're retarded. Have you seen Rain Man?
Yeah, ever seen Raymond?
You have to be super smart to count cards. And then he's winning all this money, and they're like, when they're like, because they're trying to cheat and all that stuff, like help them out. And then when Stu and his fucking wife come in, and she like makes out with them, and Alan just like like looks over, he's like, oh, okay. There's that, and then fucking Phil's behind him. We can't lose. We can't lose. Maybe don't say that and draw your attention even more than what you're doing, but it's okay. Yeah, and then they obviously get the money and all that sort of stuff. So that was pretty fucking hysterical. And I love at the end it was like, we should come back next week and take the whole fucking town down. He's like, and Alan's like, yeah, I'm in. Wait, no, can't. Jonas Brothers are in town next week. I can't go. But any week after that, I'm okay. And then, just like we said before, I end it with the credit scenes, and there's just we could just do that on its own and talk about that later.
So I want to throw one more out there.
Of course.
I thought you would put it in there, bro. Unless I'm stealing it from you.
No,
we're
no,
not going to talk about the tiger scene at all and the car driving back.
Oh yeah, well.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yes.
They love pepper and cinnamon.
How do you know this?
Oh, here we go.
Oh man. See, this is like, for me, like it's like those are like the little scenes I enjoy, like where like, so like when they were sitting in the beginning, when they're looking for the receipt, stuff like that, and they're like, he's like, Carlos, stop not at the table. He's jacking off. The baby's pretending he's jacking off and things like that. Like, because as Kev, you said from the beginning, nonstop, you're laughing at every scene. There's something going on that's funny throughout the movie that's there. There's no lulls. There's no downside. There's action, something funny. It keeps your attention throughout the entire movie. So it's very tough to pinpoint these like big major scenes where it's like, oh, did you see this action scene going from here or there? But it's like they steal a cop car and they're like, now they're driving on the sidewalk. It's like, what the fuck is going on with these idiots? And next thing they end up at the church, the chapel,
to the stripper's house, the police station.
But the next these like random dudes come out of nowhere and they're fucking about to start a fight. And then Stu's on the phone with his girlfriend. He's like sequoia trees because I can't get reception. And then like, what the fuck? They get one guy gets shot, and the next time at the stripper's house, and they're like, oh, he's with his father, And then now they're in the precinct there, and then they're gonna get fucking tased, and then they end up in the desert when they fucking meet. I don't know why I was saying Kim Jong Il, but Chow. And then they may eventually meet Black Dog, and they keep calling him Black Dog.
Cut that shit out.
Yeah, and he's fucking fantastic as well.
Couldn't find
I'll
a
be your
meter. Here's
dog.
$4.
Yeah, I'll be your fucking.
This is where you need shit. I'll be your Doug.
And he's fucking great from here on out. First of all, what's his face's partner? She's pretty fucking funny too with this.
Rob
shit.
Riggle.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah, Rob Riggle's partner in this and shit.
Every fucking time.
So it's just the stupid shit that goes from here on out. Yeah, like
Every fucking day.
so. So it's very tough for me to pinpoint. Like I like the little clips like this that's going on. That someone says something and how they act. Phenomenal acting throughout here. This is like this stuff where people need this is the Academy Awards where they get like best acting going on here.
Yeah, I'm sure a bunch of this is probably ad libbed. Todd Phillips is probably like, we'll do the way it's written,
Yes.
and then let's just keep rolling and see what comes off the.
And it's so fucking good, and it makes the movie so much funnier, more funnier when you think about it. So. But then I have to agree with you all guys all at the end is that the fact that a great idea was just that putting at the end credits and they just show like, let's look at the pictures. But it's just pictures though of the camera roll.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, and like you're going like, cause they're both going, oh, and when you saw in the movie theater, the entire audience is like, oh, and they're like laughing, oh shit, and like, oh, and like, loved that Tyson was in this because no one really
Nice.
Yeah, Tyson changed this entire fucking movie.
Yeah, and we didn't even bring that up. That he's pretty.
Meeting
him in the beginning. He's like, the fact that he's singing Phil Collins in the air tonight. This is the best part. This is the best part.
And he fucking bam, he fucking knocks motherfucker out.
Which, by the way, I have to feel like a Mike Tyson unexpected punch to the face is probably like lethal, like 99% of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down. Oh, hands down. Listen, he doesn't have the speed, but the power is still there. So
Well, at that time he didn't have the speed because he's big here.
oh yeah.
But if you look at him now, he's fucking back and he's like shredded the fucking guy.
Oh yeah.
He's good to go.
He's like twice as old too. So fucking. So I have to say, like, you guys hit all the scenes I got there, and just focus.
You can do this.
Finish him.
Oh, right into Franklin.
Right in the nuts. That was beautiful.
All right. So moving on. So favorite quotes.
Oh,
What we got going on?
There's too many that like
This as
you
again.
could just do like just Alan quotes alone, where it's just like he's literally like,
Anything Alan says
yeah,
is a quote.
like we literally just said one. I didn't know they gave out rings at the Holocaust. It's just like, oh man, it's so fucked up, but it's, it's so great. Probably get this a lot. This isn't the real Caesar's Palace, is it? Like, did Caesar live here? The one literally like just now. Not you, fat Jesus. Yeah, there's just I don't know. I'll be your Doug. There's just a shit ton of quotes in here that you could just go
Like it's tough to nail. Like there's let's just random stuff like, oh fuck, I keep forgetting about the tiger. Goddamn tiger. How the fuck did the tiger get? Like that, like random shit. I remember we were watching the movie and next thing just pops up.
honey, he's probably on a heater, and you never get off the heater.
Yeah. That's great. Like the dad's right there.
Yeah.
Like that he could probably win just for that line alone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like you're just like, this is like what's going on here? This is awesome.
We're four wolves looking for strippers and cocaine. You know, like there's that. Like there's just so much stuff on here in this movie. Like I think literally like all the quotes are pretty much from Alan that really carry the movie. The paging Dr. Faggot is another good one, but I mean, obviously,
It's not illegal.
I don't think
it's
you
frowned
can-
upon, like masturbating on the airplane.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Bin Laden. Like that alone, right there. But yeah, like stuff like that. It's just fucking. They're just real quick little lines in there, and I could guarantee most of those are probably just them ad-libbed in there. You know, he's like a gremlin. He's got rules and everything.
So, Kev, do you want to do the Wolves quote?
I do not have the Wolves quote, but I have other stuff though.
I say. All right.
But no, I do have, just speaking of the dad having great quotes, it's not even his best quote. Remember, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for herpes. That shit will come back with you.
Exactly.
But no, Alan, I'm not supposed to be within 200 feet of a school or a Chuck E. Cheese.
He's freaking out. He's like, I'm not supposed to be here.
So I mentioned before when Phil is leaving, when he's getting out of work, it's like, it's the weekend. I do not know you. You do not exist. Will you shut up and drive before one of these nerds asks me another question? So we did the paging Dr. Faggot. Let's see. The whole thing is like, well, for your information, he didn't even come inside her because she's grossed out by semen. So,
And you believe that?
I don't think you should curse around a child. Yeah, I don't think you should be around a child. You didn't even. We mentioned the scene, but we didn't even say not at the table, Carlos.
Yeah.
That's true.
I love at one point when
Oh, here we go. What are these, women's shoes? Oh, is that snake skin? Yeah. Fucking A. Oh, my God.
when Stu says to Alan, "You are literally too stupid to insult." Thank you.
He's throwing the condom. I love that.
Gross, it's wet.
I see this simple thing like that. They find a fucking condom.
It's
Pull it together, guys.
And that's where they find Chow.
There's the other elevator scene that's going to come up a little bit also, and they're going down the elevator with the two kids that walk in, where they're getting the tiger out. So it's like, oh, what do you guys got under there? Just a whole bunch of mind your own business.
Doug's in the trunk.
He says, it's like, what's your problem? We're in an elevator. This isn't Jeopardy.
Oh, God.
You already mentioned, next week it's the Jonas Brothers are in town, but after that, any week is totally fine. And then just the last one at the very end, it's Doug talking to the about to be ex-girlfriend. It's like, oh, I think I'm gonna get my bartender's license. But yeah, that's what I mean. There's a lot of like small quotes that go throughout the movie. Those are we went over most of the ones, at least I think, are like the big ones as far as like the funniest ones.
You could also do the song by Stu. You know.
If I knew how to sing.
Yeah.
What do tigers dream of when they fake their little tiger snooze? Do they dream of mauling zebras or Halle Berry in her cat costume, Catwoman suit? Don't you worry your pretty striped head. We're gonna get you back to Tyson and your cozy tiger bed. And then when we're gonna find our best friend Doug, and then we're gonna give him a best friend hug. Doug, oh doggy, Dougie, Doug. But if he's been murdered by crystal meth tweakers,
We're shit out of
well, then we're shit out of luck.
Or the other one that comes at the end, and we're the three best friends that anyone could have.
You gonna fuck on me?
So long, gay boys.
Nobody's gonna fuck on you. I'm on your side. I hate Godzilla. I hate him too. I hate him. He destroys cities. This isn't your fault. I'll get you some pants.
It's funny because he's fat.
I fucking chow. Oh God! Yeah, again, we go for whatever for quotes that's going on there. So I don't know, Brian. You want to throw some out there? We go. Should we go move on to the next?
No,
one?
I think that's it because we're just pretty much like there's too many. There's just too many. This is one movie where it's
that's going on. So I got you.
too quote driven.
All right, so what we're gonna do, fans, you out there listening to us, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back. All right. You guys might not know this, but I consider myself a bit of a loner. I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack. But when my sister brought Doug home, I knew he was one of my own. And my wolf pack, it grew by one. So there were two of us in the wolf pack. I was alone first in the pack, and then Doug joined in later. And 6 months ago, when Doug introduced me to you guys, I thought, wait a second, could it be? And now I know for sure I just added 2 more guys to my wolf pack. 4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas looking for strippers and cocaine. So tonight, I make a toast. Welcome back. Reels, Booze, and Bros, a.k.a. RB2. Gentlemen, let's wrap up the rest of this podcast with the awards and our questions and our great stuff that we know what's going on. Tokyo Drift. The ancient boer. The stuff you've all been waiting for. All right, here we go. Let's get to the notes. Okay. Best quote. I have no idea. That's it.
There's a lot to choose from. If I'm going, I don't know, I'm probably weird then, but if I'm going with the funniest
Carlos
quote,
not at the table.
That's what I was going to say, actually. If I'm going with the one that made me laugh the most rewatching it, Carlos not at the table is the one that probably got me. So if I'm going with the other one, that has like more like actual, like you can use it out when you're out. It's like it's not illegal, it's frowned upon. But
that's pretty good.
But no, the one that I laughed the most at rewatching was definitely Carlos not at the table.
Yeah. For me, I think I got 2 would probably be did Caesar live here? Or not you, fat Jesus.
It's tough. So when you say The Hangover, what's the first thing that pops in mind? It has to be an Alan quote, without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's like I say a lot. Because obviously I'm married. You guys all met Kate. You've all met my wife, and I tend to hold her purse a lot. And I'm just like, it's a satchel. Indiana Jones wore it, so that's in my personal life. I use that all the time.
Yeah, well, in today's day and age, he'd be fucking owning it. He restarted the satchel trend.
So, but like for some reason I love that. I love saying that. So I can't care less. I would look for. There was no satchels on Prime Day that I could find that were had a good price for me, in my opinion.
It's all electronics. I didn't want anything. God damn it.
I got a bunch of stuff. Trust me.
Well, yeah. You.
So anyway, so when you think of Hangover, that's the first thing. It's obviously, as I said before, an Alan quote.
Who let the dog?
Stupid fucking song.
I feel like not at the table. Carlos is still.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
It's still fucking. I'd have to agree.
If it's not that, it's the dad saying whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Except for herpes. That shit comes back.
I think everyone drops that part off. The last part. So,
But that's what makes the quote, though.
Yeah.
it does.
Because we've all heard that whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah.
So I don't know. Again, this is one anyone you want to pick. Anyone wants to pick whatever they think. You go at it.
Well, what are you picking then? So Brian and I gave ours. What are you going with?
Oh man, I said satchel.
Okay.
I keep forgetting about the goddamn tiger. That's fucking. What is this, snake skin? I remember when I first heard that. I was like, my sides hurt. Then again, I saw it again. My side, the fucking Rain Man thing. Fucking so stupid. They're both getting the fucking suits. I don't know. Then when what's his face? Chow shows up. You want to fuck on me? Like that? I have no idea. It's like there's like several I can pick from. I guess satchel is probably a good one that pops up in my head. So, yeah, that's all I got. All right, best scene. Brian, what you got for best scene?
Oof. It's another tough one, man. Because there's so many quick ones like that are real short and stuff like that. But shit, if I'm gonna have to go, it's gonna be either the speech outside.
The wolf speech?
The wolfpack speech, yeah, on the wolf. The wolfpack speech out on the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I like it. I like where we're
or
going.
probably the police station.
The police station?
Yeah.
With Fat Jesus getting tasered?
Yep.
And they go, oh, we're in Vegas every fucking day.
Listen, I'm just saying, I'm a school teacher. If one of my kids went missing on a field trip, it would look bad on me. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, those would probably be mine. But I mean, it is not because of everything. Just the initial of waking up the next morning and being like, "What the fuck happened?" is the most realistic scene.
So that'll be a segue because I have two scenes also.
Okay, Kev, go ahead.
So I don't know. I'll get to my favorite scene next, but the other scene that I had listed that actually is relevant to that is I have the waking up scene, going into finding the car and going to the chapel. That's where you realize they're going to piece the whole day together, basically, and you can see where the movie's going to go.
Yes.
So it's just hilarious that's the way it kind of opens up the major idea, the major plot of what's going to happen in the film. But honestly, I've said it a couple of times. I really like the end scene, the montage of all the different photos, basically.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's not in the movie.
Yeah.
But I wanted to throw that out there because I still think it's just hilarious
there.
seeing all the pictures pop up basically at the end.
I felt like
which
that's-
explains a lot of the different gaps that are going on throughout. And there's, I mean, mostly it's basically probably just them with hookers and strippers the entire time, basically.
I would give that like an honorable mention because that's just like
It's an end scene. That's why I threw in the one scene also when they're first piecing everything together because it actually happens in the movie. So
I would like for that to have been like I do like how they added it, but like they should have been like added like later on. I don't know why, like because you wanted to wait to see like, oh my god, imagine what do you think would have happened, and kept it stirring. Mm-hmm. But though I do appreciate them adding it on.
Well, yeah.
as just photos, but not actual like them like going through it. So which is pretty good. So you can like come up with your own conclusions because you see like, is it?
I'm dumb. I don't want. I'm
Pulling
you
out
have to
the
tell me
teeth.
what happened. I have no imagination. Just tell me what happened. Just tell me what happened.
I need to see.
I hate Inception and Interstellar. Just tell me what happened.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, you see them doing Blow with Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Fucking
I had a
fucking
fucking
Carrot
note there,
Top.
Yeah, but then it's
Where
like
the fuck-
all of Vegas staples. Like they meet fucking Wayne Newton.
yeah.
So then he's like, I don't know if they actually get into a fight with him or not because there's like
They do like, yeah, you can't tell if it's a fake punch.
or
Yeah.
not. But it, Alan doing a lap around the fucking pond thing and
You know what? Oh, the Bellagio.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's a real fight with fucking Wayne Newton.
yeah,
Like, with everything happening, he got knocked out by fucking Tyson. I'm pretty sure he fucking fought Wayne Newton.
he gets his belly button pierced.
The belly button fucking pierced. That's it. Favorite
Which somehow
scene.
he never wakes up or shows anything. He's like, wow, why does my fucking stomach hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's probably. He's like, he probably didn't hurt anymore at that point. So, for me, I honestly, I don't know. It's probably something stupid, simple. Things that come to mind: Carlos jerking at the table, Chow jumping up out of the trunk of the car.
Dick first.
He's just like naked. It's just like beats everyone with a fucking like tire iron. I do like them getting tasered. I do like how they call like Andrea. We fucked up. It's tough for me to tell. So it could be any numerous. Again, this is a movie where it's like any numerous scenes that's going on. I don't know. Mention the photos. Like I don't want that to be my favorite scene because
It's so good, though.
it's very good, but like it shouldn't be.
It's a perfect way to make people care about the credits before Marvel came out and just put mid and end credit scenes and everything.
But that's how they did. All right, I'm not going to it. All right.
I'm just saying. Like,
I go on a fucking tangent where like way off. Next thing you know, we're like 2 hours in.
all right, fine, whatever.
And then, so-
I stand by what I said.
I know. But they did it very well as photos as opposed to like a 60 seconds.
It's a reason to sit there and watch the credits. Like, oh, we're gonna see some shit that happened here. All right.
Yeah, which is good. Like the photos is good. So honestly, I can't pick a scene. It's very tough for me to pick a scene because everything is so.
Too bad, bitch. Pick one.
This is fucking good. They get Black Doug. I don't know. This is like
Whoa. Hold on.
hey, can you stop with that shit? I don't fuck. Is it the reunification of actual White Doug? They call him White Doug from there, or when you find him on the roof, they realize that.
Which, by the way, I don't know if I want to get into it now, but there's got to be some way he can get somebody's attention to get off the roof in fucking 48 hours, basically, before that happens. But
Well,
whatever.
he threw a mattress there, and that was it.
He can't yell and stuff. People aren't going to see him up there. There's got to be some way. There's got to be some way.
Because he's so dehydrated and he's so high, and no one can hear him anymore at that
Also, why is he sitting in the middle of the fucking sun? There's got to be some place with shade he can hide under.
point. He's probably
Start banging on that goddamn door. Someone's got to fucking come up there. Anyway, this is why I didn't want to get into a whole tangent about it. There's got to be some way. There's got to be a way. You know what? I'm going to change my. That's where the ancient booer's going to come in. Really? That's where he was the whole time. Boo!
Boo. All right. Yeah, I don't have a fucking scene. That's it. We're moving on. Best character, Randy Watson Award. Who are we going with? Obviously,
So this is the whole thing where we have to pick a non-major character again.
Yeah.
yes.
I'm going with somebody we haven't even mentioned the whole time.
Do I wonder who you're going with? I think I made. I got two.
I got the doctor. That's
went
what
the
I'm
doctor,
going with. I
huh?
want the doctor, Dr. Walsh.
Oh, I was gonna say the guy in the fucking chapel.
Yeah,
Oh, he's good too.
You got that? You got that?
That's it.
Wait, is he the guy?
You couldn't see me again? He's in
I
all
didn't-
three.
I didn't look
He's
it
in
up.
all three of the movies.
Yeah,
No, but I didn't look it up. Is he also the Dark Knight? One of the guys also? Is he the? He's one of the fucking side criminals in the Dark Knight. Also,
No.
It's not him?
No.
You know
He's
who
a
I'm talking
comedian.
about? No, the dogs guy. It's not him. He kind of looks like him. No, it's not him. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's
You
not
come
who
to
I picked.
Eddie. You come to see. This guy is the craziest motherfucker I have ever seen. I thought he was gonna bite my dick off last night.
Honestly, and he has it for me.
It was Eddie or the father or Jeffrey Tambor.
Yeah,
or Sid.
The
whatever.
father,
Yeah.
the father, he's like,
good too.
he's on a heater, honey. You're not gonna.
You never let him get off the heater.
I didn't mention anything with the doctor scene, but just first one he's doing the fucking the hernia exam for the
Yeah.
old fucking guy. And he's just like, "Oh, I'll see you next weekend." No.
Not a chance.
That's fine.
I was like, "Hey, do you know where the little chapel is?" And it's like, "Yeah, it's at the corner of Go Fuck Yourself and Get a Map."
Yeah.
It's like I'm a doctor, not a tour guide.
Oh God. Yeah.
But that's for the 5 seconds. And also, I don't know, because he's in like he's like a random bit character in so many fucking comedies.
He's also an old
The one he's old school. He's like, oh, I heard you slept with the boss's daughter.
And I know.
No,
Yeah, he
that,
just slaps
that is a
the shit.
rumor or whatever he says. Yeah,
And I play golf on Sundays.
Yeah.
And I hate golf.
Yes. Yeah,
You come to Eddie?
Yeah.
but no,
And he's also an old school too.
Yes, he is. He is.
You're having pie with the Godfather. It's on me, the Godfather.
It's on me, Godfather.
Why does everyone keep calling the Godfather?
but that's the first thing. After watching, I was dying during that scene. Also, I didn't want to give it to Rob Riggle either, even though he's pretty good. Also,
He's good.
Yeah,
Probably
this
along
is
the
one
wall.
of the few roles where I do like him as.
I think
like,
a lot of like like Heather Graham, Mike Tyson, the father, Jeffrey
Yeah.
Tambor is his name, right? Because
I mean, ideally,
there's a lot of the bit people in this movie are just as good as all these
Yeah,
guys.
like,
Like even Black
ideally-
Doug on the screen right now.
Oh my God. Yes.
like ideally, I think you kind of want to just be like, say, oh, Mike Tyson because he was so good in it. But like, I think just for he's more like shock value than anything else. But like these guys, like the way, like Eddie just like delivers a scene. He's like, I wait all my life for you, and you can't go get the fucking shit. Come on.
Was Mike Tyson, like I don't remember about the movie coming out. Was Mike Tyson one of those surprise cameos?
Yeah,
like people
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know
yeah,
he was
yeah,
going to
he
be in
was.
the movie.
Yep,
Probably,
he
yeah.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh shit, it's fucking Mike Tyson.
Yeah, because Mike Epps, the guy who plays Black Doug, he's like he has a good amount. He's in for the last quarter of the last chapter of the movie, the last third. So
Yeah.
he's a good amount. So
Oh my God, they shot Eddie.
yeah, and then- yeah. Eddie, I love him. He's like, oh, these crazy motherfuckers going in here. So yeah, he gets it from me. So Brian, same thing for you. Is that what's going
Yeah,
on?
I would go Eddie. I mean, it's tough to, like I said, I would go the father as well, Sid.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I like him too. But you know what? Eddie makes me laugh a little more. All right, worst character, Adrian Balboa.
This has to be easy, right?
It's the fucking cunt girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
I don't even know her name. All right.
Oh, hold on, I do have it.
As
written
like
down.
Melissa?
No, I have it. I think it is Melissa. Yeah.
All right,
Yep, it's Melissa. I had it written down, but yeah.
Yeah, Melissa. Sorry,
So
Melissa.
there you go.
All right, she's
Yeah, I don't think it's anyone even close to debate to like even.
Yeah. Who else are you gonna go?
Yeah, I can't even think everyone else in the movie is actually good. You know?
okay. All right, so now
Doug's legs?
good to
No.
go. All right, so a little BTS behind the scenes. So, no effects or prosthetics were created for Stu's missing tooth. Ed Helms never had an adult incisor growth. And his fake incisor was taken out for the parts of filming where Stu's tooth is missing. So there's actually
Convenient.
yeah, I know. When the cop car pulls up in front of Caesar Palace, 2 real employees are having an argument in the background about the filming of the movie. That's nice. Mike Tyson revealed he appeared in the film to fund his drug habit and that he was high on cocaine when he filmed his scenes. Tyson later said that work on the film convinced him to change his lifestyle.
So that's why he's singing Phil Collins like that.
Ed Helms and Zach Galifianakis' song, Stu's song, and 3 Best Friends, respectively, were improvised. Let's see. Ironically, Bradley Cooper is a toe tailor in real life. He quit drinking at the age of 29. What a loser. No, I'm kidding. So that's going to fill up BTS that's going on. I don't want to go too far into it because there's a bunch of other stuff. I remember.
It's funny because he plays a lot of alcoholics in movies.
He does.
Whatever.
So I remember here's something I remember reading a long time ago. So when the baby, Carlos, when the parents were on scene, when they were letting him.
That kid's a teenager now.
So yeah, I know. Get a kid's teenager. So
I'm Carlos.
So the parents were on scene when they were cutting, shooting all the scenes, obviously watching. They're like, and they had to ask him, well, can you do this, do that? What's going on? And so Zach Galifianakis goes, I got an idea for a scene. Can we do this? And the dad goes, yeah, just wait till my wife leaves. And the wife left to go to the scene, and she does the jerking off scene, and they do the jerking off scene at the table. So that's a definite dad fucking thing going on there. So the mom left while the dad goes, yeah, do it. Carlos not at the table.
He's like, oh, it's a terrible. Oh, she's gone. Fucking do it. Fucking do it. It's gonna be
I
fucking
can't
great.
believe you would bring that up.
They're watching it at the premiere. It's like, I can't believe they left that in the film. Unbelievable. I told them not to do that.
How dare they? I guess they never asked me about that scene.
Must have missed it. I don't know how that happened. Must have got a water at the time.
All right, so anyone else got any BTS going for this? Because
The only thing that I saw with Mike Tyson is that he said he loved old school, and that's why he wanted to be in the movie.
Okay.
But that's the only thing that I saw.
All right, good for him. I see. Any more beer going on? Because just before we go on, we had some Cape May Brewing, crushing it. Very good. I like this one. I finished it.
Yeah, I finished it quick, and it's stronger than the last IPA.
It
we
was.
had,
So this is but it's smaller though, so it's not big.
yeah. Oh, that is true too. Yeah.
So
8%. Not tasting like.
let's get another round and let's finish it with questions as we go for the famous questions of this.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
All right, gentlemen, as we get the beers, can The Rock make this movie better? Where should we put him in?
I'm getting my diabetes beer.
Diabetes. I'll do it. I'll do it.
yeah,
I'll do it. I'll do the diabetes beer. That's going on. So can The Rock make this movie better? Where should we put him in? I don't think The Rock can make this movie better.
No, but I mean, would it be funny if he was Rob Riggle's character? I think he can pull it off just as well, if not better. Not you, fat Jesus. Get back.
I can't see him as Rob. I like Rob there. I think we should add.
Could he be Eddie? I thought he was gonna bite my dick off, man.
So-
Shit.
No, I like him as Eddie.
I actually had it as Eddie, so that's what I
You
came
think
up
Eddie?
with. This is a real quick scene. So.
I think Rob Riggle's character would be the best one for him.
I like Riggle as in the movie.
No, I like everyone where there is. I would honestly, you would have to make up a quick scene going on, and something would have to. He had to be like a henchman for someone. You know what? He would probably have to replace like Chow's henchman, the guy that's there.
My other answer was to be Chow, but I think Ken Jeong is funnier though.
Yeah.
So.
He'd have to be like as opposed to the one henchman who finds him at Eddie's place, and they make it just a little bit longer. And while he rock bottoms someone, or does something, or like throws something, and just intimidating.
That's the only reason I had him as that character, because he can just pop out of the trunk and just start throwing the people's elbow around, basically. So,
well, that car would have been fucking lowered to the ground if he was in there. So.
This is interesting.
It's going to be sweet. Just letting you know.
It's sweet. Shit, here we go.
I can already see it building up in you.
I know.
Jay took one sip of the beer I had, and he's already just like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?"
I should have said no.
I should have said, all right.
Should have got off the heater.
You never get off the heater as we're going on this. So. All right, so should there be a sequel, franchise, TV series? Obviously, they made a trilogy of this.
I never even saw 3. I saw 2.
I saw them all.
I saw them all. They went downhill.
Yeah, they got
as
progressively
kept going.
worse.
Yeah, progressively worse. They just try to cap.
They had their moments in each one. And the second one was okay.
My mic.
Just to be clear, this isn't the beer. This is you being a bitch, right?
The second one was okay, had its moments, and the third one was.
The locations change each time.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't like the same concept each.
Well, they go back to Vegas in the third one.
Did that?
Yeah.
Was the second?
They go to they're in California.
Stu and Heather Graham, right? Was that the second one?
No.
Stu gets married, but he gets married to an Asian broad.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Never mind.
And it was the brother. It was Stu's wife's his
Brother goes
brother-in-law.
missing. It's the same story.
Yeah,
he
same
goes
story.
missing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Doug.
Chow's so cold.
And somehow Doug isn't there.
No, because Tracy's pregnant and he goes back in.
Yeah, somehow
He goes in for the night, and he's the one trying to help them, calling the police and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So there's that. But the third one had its moments. It was
As each had their moments. They try to capitalize on it. Just wasn't
yeah. But
This is great. Also, Dad walking up the aisle just in Vegas.
Yeah, that's why again, Dad. Definitely honorable mention for Randy Watson Award.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, look how fucking red he is. That's good. Okay, so if you were to be in the movie, where would you put yourself in this movie?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm probably at the strip club with them somewhere where they meet Heather Graham, if I had to guess.
I'm probably in the police station. I couldn't think of any good answer, so I'm probably sitting there just like, "Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me." But I don't know.
I'm definitely not on the craps table because I'd be the one fucking losing all my money.
I don't play craps. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big.
I don't know how to play. I would have been like, oh great, I lost everything.
I think I know how to play, which is why I'm not going to play. Because
I have no idea.
I'm sure that because I think I know how to play, like, oh, I'll know what to do, and I'll just fucking go there and lose all my money instantly.
Well, no, they weren't playing craps though. They were playing.
No, they were original.
Yeah.
That's how they got the money from Ken Jeong. That's what they were doing when he was on a heater. That's how he got his money.
It was craps for it?
Yeah, it was craps.
They play blackjack afterwards to get the money back.
Yes, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, I just said I'm in the police station, just sitting there, like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I'm probably picking some other asshole up, actually.
I would like to be a guest at
Either that,
at the wedding.
either that, or I'm passed out in the suite somewhere, sitting there. Why the fuck am I sitting here?
How
on
the
the
fuck
floor?
did I get in this suite?
But not.
I'm not even in this movie.
But I'm not at the official wedding. I'm at the stripper wedding.
Nice.
I don't know how I made it to the chapel.
I wonder if is that something people do? I wonder if you can go to Vegas, just sit in the back of the chapel,
Yes.
just be like, oh, this fucking rules.
Well, yeah, we need witnesses.
So I went
Just
to
sit there, tailgate weddings in the back row.
so-
Fuck yeah, buddy.
when I went real quick. When I went to Vegas my one time, during my leave in the army, we went to a strip club, very high end, very nice. And the woman I was with, she told me, she goes, we also have a chapel upstairs to get married. I was like, that's not happening. Our time's almost up, right? So yes, they have all that stuff. You can officially get married and stuff like that. So I'm like, that's crazy.
Oh, I know that's a thing, but
But you probably can. So I somehow I picture myself being at Ed Helms. Not Ed Helms.
yeah, it is Ed Helms.
Ed Helms. Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I kind of I thought you said Ed Harris or something. Ed Helms' wedding. Yes. So
Earmuffs, kid.
you must. So that's where I would picture myself at that wedding. Somehow I ended up there. I got so pretty drunk on the streets of Vegas, and I'm like, you know what? We just took a dare and said, let's go into this, see what's going to happen, and see who's getting married. These guys look awesome, and I saw there. That's where I think I ended up. All right. Would you like to have a beer with one of the characters? Obviously not Alan. Because you're getting roofied. Or maybe that's your thing. 'Cause
They should call them Flories. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
or you know what? You could be part of this the whole entire thing and said, yeah, I'm going to have beer with the guys. And you know what? Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I'd rather kind of have that option.
Yeah. They say, listen, somehow I found myself on the roof and I took a sip of the champagne and next thing you know, it happened. All right. It's settled.
All right. Well, if I was going to, I have different. I was going to say if I'm picking a main character from the film, it's definitely Phil. He's got to be the best hang out of the group. Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be me being a normal moron, it's Heather Graham then.
That's true.
I don't even care if she's not a stripper or an escort. She says it's just a stripper to meet clients. Just. But from the main characters, it has to be Bradley Cooper's character.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
Yes. This is the band from The Wedding Singer. Oh, this
Yeah.
guy's great.
I'm not hanging out with fucking Stu.
Nope.
He'll just piss me off. I'll hang out with Alan. I don't give a fuck. Be like,
Oh, Alan's insane.
yeah.
He'd be great.
He would be. I forgot the weekend. What happened? Doug, he would be like, all right. He'll be like, all right, I pick you guys up.
If you can find them.
Yeah. And then I'll hang out with the dad before I hang out with fucking Stu.
Oh, that's a good call, actually.
Have him come to Vegas with us and be like, we're on the heater.
We're on the heater. Let's go. Yeah.
If you're hanging out with Tyson, Eddie, or Ken Jeong, you're getting shot or stabbed at some point.
I could just see him. He'll be in the strip club, be like, remember herpes.
That shit comes back with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Where can the Asian boer be in this movie? It's right. This is. Where are we gonna do it? Is it every time Melissa talks?
So I had that. Yeah, that's.
I was trying to figure out what part of Melissa where I want to have it in. Using of the Rogaine. Boo!
Like who? Like what is it? Like, what do you think? Like, is it? It's like anytime Melissa talks, I like it because she sucks.
I had anytime Melissa's on stage, or on screen, excuse me. The only other thing I could think of was literally just when they knock out poor Alan with Mike Tyson. The nerve. What did Alan do to deserve
yeah,
this?
but you can't boo Mike Tyson.
You can't
though.
boo Mike Tyson.
I'm sure Mike Tyson's booed many times in his career. He's used to it.
Yes.
But no, Melissa was my number one answer.
Yeah.
I didn't like it because I already had her for worst character, but I like the rest of the movie. I don't know where I'm booing the rest.
Yeah. It's tough to figure out where you can make a boo sort of scene in there.
So anytime Melissa says something,
Yeah, just have the ancient booer just
Ancient Booer going
dubbed
on.
over her voice.
okay, I'm okay with I'm okay with that. Exactly what I think. And then, as we know, Shane's favorite. So here we are. We're going out. We're thinking.
At first,
I have both my answers happen within 5 minutes of each other. One's a relatively serious other, and the answer's not. So I'm just
Okay.
curious what you guys got first.
at first, I was gonna go with like when, they get hit.
Oh, it's just the interior. I got an interior. guy.
Yes, and I thought that was gonna be my first one, but then I was like, as I'm watching the movie in the end, and I'm like, oh, you want to know what? When they're getting their tuxes tossed to them,
Nice.
When
they're getting the tuxes tossed right at the end,
So they're driving home. The guy, they had the mobile
Yes.
tuxedo.
and then,
van throwing the
then
shit
they're
at him.
changing on the side of the
Yeah.
street, but do the whole thing there.
yeah, exactly. That could probably be the best.
I think that's my one where I'm gonna go with.
So my two were the serious answer is when the tiger, as soon as the tiger wakes up in the car and starts clawing at everyone, you can get the Tokyo Drift music going there. I'm glad you like that because my non-serious answer is pushing the fucking hotel trolley down the hallway. And hitting up with it. You can have the Tokyo Drift music going there.
That's his nose.
But the serious answer I have was the actual one. As soon as
Yeah, that's a
literally
good
as soon as the tiger wakes up in the car and starts roaring, basically.
I like those both of those. I think is right at the end where it's like, wait. If we look at these photos, we're gonna have to immediately delete. Damn. And then it just goes and they have that.
So you have that going over it. So that just makes the end credit scene definitely the best scene, right? If you have the Tokyo Drift music going.
Yeah, because like I get it because when you think Tokyo Drift, you think of like some sort of chase scene or something going on, stuff like that. But does it? Because there's not really. I guess yes, with again the tuxedos going on the highway, they're changing.
Yeah, as I was trying to think of, I was like, you know.
Like I do appreciate the Fast and Furious kind of thing going on, but you know what? You want to make it like something like that's what I think when it comes to it. So I don't know. That's where I put mine at. So I can't wait to see what everyone else thinks. All right, memorabilia. What memorabilia would you take from the movie? Obviously, the tiger. No,
There's two answers. The tiger is the joke answer, but if I don't want to take care of a tiger.
no, I do not. Not one bit.
Can you imagine the litter box? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It would eat my dog. I say, what do you guys think? I like the car.
so I was gonna say the car, and you know what? You don't even have to have it the original car. Have it the fucked up, beat up.
That's
front
exactly what I
car.
say. The smashed up car going on.
The fucking tiger bite marks and claw marks all over the back
I even
seat.
want the sign where it cut
sign
through
through
the
top,
top. Oh,
So yeah, the car was the only thing I could think of. I would actually. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I tried thinking yesterday. I couldn't think of anything.
There's a couple things in there. Besides, I think the car's kind of obvious.
The box of memorabilia from the wedding.
I want one of the hats from the wedding.
oh my
Yeah,
god!
give me a nice trucker hat.
Yeah,
It had
the hat. Oh yeah, the pink one.
Not one of the mugs.
No, I don't drink coffee, so fuck that. So yeah, give me a trucker hat that they had.
I take a mug.
Let me see what else is there. I mean, you could say the tooth.
The tooth. That's actually pretty
Can I
good.
get that pepper steak?
Yeah.
without the roofies.
Yeah. You know what? Keep the movies in. Let's go crazy, boys.
The pager.
Oh, he does that.
Is this hotel pager friendly?
Yeah. That's
there a
another,
phone-
that's,
is there a phone
that's
baker?
another good one. I'm not getting a SIG on my beeper.
I bet if we rewatch the scene of
The
all
satchel.
the shit.
The satchel's another good one.
I bet if we rewatch the scene of them
What's in
waking
the
up the next
satchel?
morning, there's got to be something.
Skittles.
There's got to be something in the hotel room that's got to be funny when they first wake up the next morning.
Probably. There's like
Besides
so much
like the
random shit.
rooster
And the
all
stripper that walks out of the room.
No, well, that was Heather Graham that left.
Yeah.
She went to get coffee.
That was Heather Graham?
Yeah,
She
technically,
said,
yeah.
She said, "Yeah, I left to get coffee. My everyone's passed out."
All right.
Yeah, If they would have stayed at
I didn't put two and two together.
if they would have stayed woke up probably
And then the other one would
45
probably,
minutes later, they would have known what was going on.
I guess technically Alan and Carlos's sunglasses.
Yes, the dual pair of sunglasses.
Yeah.
That was my next thing.
So
guess
those
you
would be my choices.
You gotta have Alan's outfit in general when he's walking, going down the escalator. Is that what you're wearing?
I got you. Some nice stuff. All right, final thoughts, gentlemen. What do you think, Kev? Final thoughts.
No, I mean it's a great comedy. Like I said, one of the things I like about this is that there's never any slow moments where they're a lot of comedies I have times where developing relationships between the male and female leads, and it gets kind of sappy and romantic. It's no, there's none of that here. It's all whores and strippers.
Yeah, it never gets serious, even though it is serious because your friend is missing.
Yep.
But it never.
The most serious scene, I guess, is when they actually fucking find him on the roof. But at that point, the movie's over anyway, so who cares?
Woo! Final act. We found him. We're good. Let's do the wedding. And then even the wedding is fucking Vegas, where they're fucking beating up.
What's the name of that band? Also,
the Dan Band or something.
Yeah,
like that?
Yes.
band, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So.
But no, yeah. So my final thoughts is it's definitely at least a 9, maybe again 9.1, just be higher than Bri, I guess. But, again, funny from start to finish, and it's if you haven't seen it recently, like I said, I haven't watched it in a long. It's been at least a couple of years since I've seen it. Rewatching it after a while, you forget how funny it is. Also,
Yeah.
So it's definitely a good rewatch.
Completely agree. For me, same thing. It's a solid 9. Movie still holds up to the today. I mean, granted, it was only it's not even 15 years ago that it was made, but. Certain things you probably not be able to say, but hey, whatever. It's one of the best comedies from 2000 to now. And like we said before, it launched a lot of fucking careers, that you didn't think were going to happen. And like Kev said, you watch it, and it's still fucking funny, man. I laugh. We're laughing the whole time talking about this shit. And it's just so much fucking quotes. And the movie's fast paced. It's an hour and 40 minutes? Yeah, it doesn't feel like it.
It was out at 40. Yeah, because that's one of the things I saw when I was going to sit down. I was like, oh, this will be over quick. Good.
Yeah, it just moves. It just flows. It just has a really good pace, and it just nothing seems like. I mean, I don't want to say it's crazy, too out of line, but it's out of line, but it just flows, the whole thing works, and how they did it as a flashback, trying to figure it back out, trying to piece it all back together. And we've all been there. So once again, like I said, very relatable.
Yeah, it's a comedy mystery. Something happened and you're trying to figure out what's going on.
But so many people have been through that whole entire thing where it's
the fuck happened yesterday?
Yeah.
What happened last night?
And so you're finding all these clues, you're backtracking of what's going on, and
I did how many car bombs last night?
And you realize it's getting
maybe not roofied, but
and it's getting crazier. It's my friend got married. Well, first of all, you wake up what the fuck is going on in this place? You have no pants on. That usually happens. You have no tooth. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Somebody got tattooed or pierced.
Someone got tattooed. Oh my god, you spent that much? Oh my god, that's way more than last time. Oh my god, you married a stripper? Oh my god, you got married. Oh my god, there's someone in the back of our trunk.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just insane. It just builds up on the next one. They steal a cop car. It's great.
Yeah, a little crazy, but I mean, it's to a certain extent of a relatable night, not to the extent of the craziness, but just of how the fuck did I get home and what happened. You're like, oh, the last thing I remember was fucking going out at 9:30, and now I'm waking up at 6:30 in the morning. I have no fucking idea what time I got in, who drove, anything, and you're like, whatever. And you're just like, fuck me. And you're like, I need to put this shit together. You just see your friends, and you're like, what the fuck happened? And we're all like, oh, I remember. Last thing I remember being this was at this bar.
That's why I mentioned the car bombs before. I was like, what time did I leave the bar last night? 11:30. I was like, no, you were there till 1:30. All right, I did 1 or 2 shots. You're like, no, you did 7 car bombs. What the fuck are you talking about? Is this why I'm fucking dying at work today? What the fuck happened?
It's thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right, gentlemen, and that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us on our summer, I guess, break, stuff like that. We got to bring you the next episode. We believe Shane is on vacation. Hopefully he can join us on our next one. We don't know what's going on our next podcast. We don't know when that's coming, but
We have some movies queued up, like what we want to do.
Yeah.
We just don't.
yeah, it's just gonna, again, this is summer. All right, we got everything going together. Bear with us. We appreciate it. We'll bring it to you as best as we can. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.